What?
Not going anywhere at the minute.
I'm not going detained.
Yeah. Why are they getting
I've not cycled it here. You see me pushing it, right? Suspecting me of cycling it? You see me pushing it and lifting it up.
Welcome to the Audit Protocol, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal issues, protect individual rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Reggie Photo. Be sure to check out the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor Reggie is walking his bike through a shopping center when 3 officers stop him based on what appears to be little more than suspicion. One officer approaches with an aggressive, scruffy appearance that Reggie clearly finds intimidating, prompting him to instinctively turn away. Not because he is hiding anything, but because the officer's demeanor immediately puts him on edge. What follows is one officer leaning heavily into a tough guy persona, only for Reggie to calmly dismantle the reasoning behind the stop and expose how quickly confidence replaces professionalism when officers decide that instinct alone is enough.
Alright, bud.
How are you?
You okay?
Yeah, you.
Look,
Nothing.
seem a bit nervous, that's all, pal.
Nervous.
Yeah,
I need some food.
you just saw the cops and then...
I didn't know you was a copper.
No, you know them, so I was a big yellow thing.
Sorry?
There's a plane out the close office.
Oh, I said I didn't know he was a copper.
Well, I told you guys, wasn't I?
Pardon?
He was a police officer, I tend to go away, wasn't
I can't hear you.
I? He was a police officer, I tend to go away, wasn't I?
No, I didn't know.
No, but you look like you clocked the cops that are obvious.
No, I clocked you.
Oh, you clocked me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you clocked me, you would have clocked the people that were...
No, because you were the first coming around the corner.
What's your name, fella?
Sorry? Oh, what, sorry?
What's your name?
Your name?
Yeah.
What for?
Seem not fair.
I'm just...
That's suspicious in a high crime area, so I'm requesting your name, bud.
Am I too suspicious?
Well, yeah, otherwise I won't be speaking.
Mate, I seen you coming around here, and you looked a bit dodgy, right? So, anyway, I was coming this way anyway.
You just happened me on, you saw that there was 2 cops.
I didn't see these 2.
We were looking back. Quite a bit, so when we look up the stairs.
So did you not shout me though?
You shot, you know.
You didn't shout me.
I shouted you afterwards.
The officers waste no time. Reggie is immediately asked for his personal details on the basis that he appears suspicious in what they describe as a high-crime area. Strip away the dramatic language, however, and the conduct in question is remarkably thin. All Reggie actually did was turn away. And why? Because one of the officers approached him in plain clothes, covered in tattoos, sporting a scruffy beard, and displaying little that immediately identified him as a police officer. For many people, creating distance in those circumstances would be a perfectly natural reaction. Rather than recognizing how they themselves might be perceived, the officers instead treat that reaction as suspicious behavior, effectively using their colleagues' intimidating appearance as part of the justification for the stop.
Basically, we saw you coming towards us,
Yeah.
you U-turn, and go down the stairs, and you kept looking back, and it's not safe to look back when you're going down the stairs with the bike in your hand.
Don't worry about my safety, my friend. But can you cycle here?
That's your offence, cycle,
colleague
you
asking for details.
know. We've done that to you in here. It's an offence to cycle.
Is there a can you cycle here? No, right. I'll walk it. Let's see it.
So is your name, mate?
What?
Not going anywhere at the minute.
I'm not going detained.
Yeah. Why are they getting details?
I've not cycled it here. You see me pushing it, right?
Thank you, cycling it.
Suspecting me of cycling it? You see me pushing it and lifting it up the stairs.
Relax a little bit.
Whoa, he just said he suspects me of riding it.
You're going to ride at some point, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Yes, but I've just asked you. I've just asked you, can you cycle here? And you said no.
Unless he's some sort of order and he's just trying to get out.
You just said I'm detained. Am I free to go?
No, you need to.
What section am I detaining?
Section 50, the Police Reform Act.
First, the officers acknowledge that Reggie carried his bike up the stairs. Moments later, they shift to saying they suspect he had been riding it, before going even further by suggesting that he is eventually going to ride it at some point. That is no longer suspicion based on observed behavior. It becomes speculation about something that might happen in the future. Police powers are not generally exercised on hypothetical conduct alone. The detention is then justified under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, a power that allows officers in certain circumstances to require a person's name and address where they reasonably believe that person has been acting in an antisocial manner. Reggie argues that this is precisely where the officer's reasoning falls apart. Without identifiable antisocial behavior, he contends there are no lawful grounds to invoke Section 50. From his perspective, preventing him from leaving before establishing any offense amounts to creating justification after the fact, simply because he chose not to engage voluntarily.
And what do you suspect me of doing? Antisocial behaviour?
That's correct.
Right, so you're going to abuse this because I'm not giving you my name. You'll have to arrest me.
Why are you an auditor? So what you've done is you've seen cops and then you want attention.
She's just detained me.
Stand about. So what is it then? Are you just trying to get cops' attention?
No, mate, I seen you and you looked like one of the druggies who attacked me last time I was in Manchester. No, seriously, I didn't see these two.
So what is it? Are you an auditor? Is that what you are?
Mate, what I am, right, she just detained me. Am I free to go yet or not? Because I'll put a claim in against you. Because, mate, what you've just done, I'm not committed any antisocial behaviour.
So what's happening is you're an auditor. You've clocked that.
I've seen you.
Oh my God, shut up, let me explain.
Don't talk to me like that, my friend.
I can talk to you how I like.
Well, how about me talk to you? How are you like? What's your calling number, sir?
818-288. So anyway, so what's happening here is you've seen two cops.
I seen you, I didn't see these two.
I can make a YouTube video out of this.
He come around the corner first, am I right?
No, these two were...
No, you come around the corner
We
first.
were right next to me, we came at the same time.
Mate, you look like a druggie from around the thingy. Crutchy, I think it's called.
I look like Turbo, you think I look like Crutchy? Yeah, he's
You do.
Leave this fella, he's a fool.
Am I detained still or not?
Oh, no,
I'm a fool. Don't call me a fool, mate.
I call you what I like.
Really?
How are you going to do about it?
What if I called you something in swear
call
words?
what you like.
And you're not going to do me public order?
No.
Unable to clearly explain the legal basis for the stop, the plainclothes officer changes direction and begins questioning Reggie's motives, suggesting he is deliberately trying to provoke the police, rather than relying on objective evidence. The conversation shifts towards assumptions about his intentions. As soon as Reggie challenges those assumptions, he is told to be quiet, reinforcing the impression that the officers are no longer interested in meaningful dialogue. Perhaps the most revealing statement of the encounter comes when the officer declares, "I can talk to you how I like." That remark is presented as authority, but to many viewers it comes across as simple contempt. Police powers do not include a license to belittle or verbally dominate members of the public, particularly where no offense has been clearly identified. Speaking in that manner appears less about maintaining order and more about reminding someone who holds a power while daring them to object.
Well, you're a fool then.
Sweet, you have a good day.
So I asked you for some advice, right? About
We're not giving you advice, pal. You're going your way.
and he was so you detain me, right? Can I have your calling numbers, please, miss?
You've got my calling number.
I've not got her calling number.
It's on there.
What's your calling number?
473.
Sorry.
16473.
And how long did you detain me for?
Right, you can go. So you
No,
got your
mate.
foot in.
She detained me under section 50. You're not asked. Don't talk to members of the public like that.
Talk to you how I like. I talk to
Well,
you
look
how I
at
like.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the attitude you've got?
Yeah, they can. Especially when you want to be inflammatory towards me, saying I look like a druggie. On your way,
You do.
Not asked,
Look at your beard. You need a shave. You need a shave.
If you show us you're riding that, we're going to take you off you, mate, alright?
You can ride this in Manchester. It's just designated areas.
Right, go on, leave him be. He's had his fun. See you later.
I've had my fun.
Had your fun.
Mate, just get a shave, will you?
See you later.
You like crutchy.
Get a job.
I've got a job.
Anyway.
I'm having that. That's inflammatory. No way. How bad is he? Guys.
The final exchange perfectly encapsulates the plainclothes officer's approach throughout the encounter. Reggie asks a straightforward question: how long was he detained? Before the female officer even has an opportunity to answer, the same officer interrupts her, cuts the conversation short, and abruptly tells Reggie, "You can go." When Reggie explains why he is asking, the response is not confusion or impatience, but open contempt. "I'm not asked." That is more than an offhand remark. It reflects an attitude toward accountability. Once the officer decides the encounter is finished, he appears to have little interest in procedure, explanation, or even basic courtesy. Looking back at the encounter as a whole, the recurring theme is not reasonable suspicion, but substitution. Each time a clear legal justification is required, something considerably weaker seems to replace it. Turning away becomes suspicious intent. Walking a bicycle becomes an assumption that it will eventually be ridden. And whenever those assumptions are questioned, explanation gives way to attitude. The plainclothes officer appears to base his decisions less on observable facts and more on his perception of Reggie's unwillingness to cooperate without question. That is ultimately why the ending feels so significant. The officer appears unconcerned about explaining how long Reggie was detained because, in his view, once the encounter is over, no further justification is required. The power has already been exercised. The disruption has already been caused. From Reggie's perspective, that is the real issue. When policing reaches a point where officers no longer feel obliged to explain, justify, or properly conclude an encounter, the concern extends beyond innocent people being stopped. it becomes a possibility that those exercising police powers no longer believe they owe the public any explanation at all. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue producing independent coverage. Also, don't forget to check out Reggie Photo. His channel is linked in the description below, so be sure to show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was the Audit Protocol, and I'll see you in the next one.